You know, of all the tough tasks required of a granite and quartz countertop installer, laying out and cutting cooktops on site has got to be one of the worst. Aaron Crowley here with No Lift Install System. You know, there are some aspects to installing granite and quartz countertops that will never change. Things like Monster energy drinks and cigarettes, working late until the job is done, or working in a home with a picky customer looking over your shoulder all day long. But when it comes to laying out and cutting cooktops in the field, that's something that can and should change. So in this video, we're going to show you 3 steps to getting cooktop cutouts done faster and better, not to mention less risky and less stressful for your installers. The first step is laying out and cutting the corners in the shop. The second step is prepping and protecting the inside of the cabinet. And third, it is using water to finish the cutout. Yes, I said wet cutting in the field.
Laying out and cutting the corners of the cooktop in the shop is really no different than an undermount sink cutout, and you must treat it that way. Like an undermount, the piece should be rotted, and all the center lines, setbacks, and dimensions must be supplied to the shop. The difference is that a third of the cutout is left uncut on each of the 4 sides. So whether it's a skill saw, a rail saw, or a CNC, cutting out in the shop in a controlled environment eliminates the 8 to 16 plunge cuts that spew dust all over the kitchen while still leaving the integrity of the piece intact. All the installers have to do on site is connect the lines and cut. What can easily take an hour or more with the old way can be done in about 10 minutes with this approach. But before we get to cutting, we have to prep and protect the cabinets. Cutting cooktops on site creates a huge mess, and you can either spend 15 to 20 minutes cleaning it up or leave it for your customer to deal with. You also have to consider the fact that granite dust will destroy any drawer glides if the grit gets into the bearings, and you know this happens. This is done easily with painter's plastic on a tape dispenser or with the cooktop cutout bags now available from stone tool suppliers. You simply tape the plastic around the inside of the cabinet and run it down into a bucket to catch the slurry. Yes, I said slurry. Wet cutting on site. Dry cutting is last century technology. By using part of a tile sponge soaked in water and gently squeezed against the blade, dust is almost completely eliminated. Furthermore, it keeps the blades from heating up and losing temper, making them cut faster and last longer. This, of course, saves you time and money. And since the cabinet has plastic, the slurry runs into the bottom of the bucket. You simply pull the plastic and you're done.
So remember, just about everything your installers face on a job site is difficult. But by making the cooktop cutout process faster and easier, by laying out and cutting the corners in the shop, by protecting the cabinet so you can use water to finish the cutout, that will make their job easier and get them back to the shop sooner.